This little video series is called Dying Dor's Way, Radically Real Spiels on the End of Life. I'm here today with my friends Pam and Sharon, and we're here to talk about family traditions or just the family way of being around death preparation and the end of life. And I'm going to start with Pam because we were talking about wills before. Why do you need wills? And it sounds like in your family something happened so that, like, even though people are supposed to have wills, there was like no fighting. Something you had done as a family made it so that everybody knew that at the end, when your parents went, or whoever it is that you lost, grandparents, that somehow it was going to be okay.
That's correct. So in my family, first of all, I just want to say, preface this with I think you should have a will. However, my grandparents and my parents did not have wills. But what they did was they instilled in us a sense of we are a family, we are loving and siblings that should take care of each other. So when they crossed over, we were given instructions. And for my grandmother, for example, as well as my father, called us into the room and said, I love you guys, I'm tired. My grandmother, I want to go with my mother. Pam, you do this. Diana, you do that. You guys take care of each other. And then she just never spoke or ate or drank anything after that. And after she passed away, we did exactly what we were instructed to do. So as a family, we'll come together and we like to spread like a carpet or a rug or a tablecloth out on the floor. And we put all the items that haven't been specifically designated to you. An example of that, my grandmother told me I could have her china lamps, the ones with the roses, and everybody in the family knew no matter what, those were going to Pam. And another sibling wanted like her cast iron pot. So, little things like that. And then if there were other items that had not been identified, we put them out and we made like a nice little day of it. We ordered food or cooked food. And then we just went down the line, and we might start with the youngest and say, you go choose something, and go up the line to the oldest and then come back down. And not only with my grandparents and my parents, but we just did this recently with a very dear cousin of mine, Sharon, who passed away, and all of her sisters and cousins and nieces. We got together and we divided up her jewelry, which I'm actually wearing a bracelet right now. So that's how we do it.
And the assumption was family harmony.
The assumption was that, and the fear that my family members would come back and haunt you because you did not do what you were told and how you were trained.
So that's beautiful. And it sounds like they were so totally self-directed about their living and their leaving.
Yes.
Everybody is just going to fall into line, and now it's time to stop eating, basically. I'm taking charge.
Yes.
Wow. Sharon, come on into the conversation. Do you come from such family harmony too?
Yes, I don't foresee any of this happening either, because it's my sister, my brother, and I, and we were raised also that family, financial, money and all that doesn't matter. So I can't foresee that happening at all with my family. Would
you still do a will?
I would still do a will. Just again, as Pam said, you don't want the government taking over, because if you don't do it, that's kind of what happens sometimes.
That is sort of what happens.
Unfortunately. So just for that reason, I would probably still do it.
Okay. I've heard you talk about the final party.
Yes.
What does the final? It's enjoyable thinking about it.
Yes, it is.
It's joyful. So talk about the final party, because I know you got the whole thing choreographed.
I'm actually still in the process of doing it. So for me, I said to my daughter, and I'm going to put it in writing, that I don't want people to come and mourn and be sad and crying about me. I want people to actually come and have fun. So they know I love music, all kinds of music. And I said, I want music on. I want people to dance, because I love to dance. So I'm going out dancing as well. And even though I know my family members, they're into church, but I said, we got to have the music. We have to have dancing. But also, because I do tea and I love tea, tea is just a thing that warms people's heart and brings them together. I've already instructed my daughter, hey, you better set up a beautiful tea bar, all that china, some great teas. And I think she'll definitely do that. But I'm partying all the way to the other side.
You made a career of tea.
I did.
So, how about Pam? Any Any final visuals on what that party's going to look
Well,
like?
similarly, I've already told my family that when I'm ready, I'm gonna say goodbye to them, and I'm just gonna walk my little black behind off into the forest and sit down, at a tree, and then just like give up the ghost. And instructions for them have been to have a party. I'm actually gonna leave money for them to have a DJ or a steel band, and I want them to have wine and good food, Indian food, Jamaican food,
All the good stuff.
Southern food, and just really have a good time and celebrate.
All right. Thank you for being here and doing this.
Yes, this was